What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Wanted to give you guys an update. I had briefly talked about a plan on how we can get Zelda in its own setup, and that's what we have done. So we cleared the way for Z Warriors. So it's not in this room, but it is going to have its own dedicated spot. We moved the Avengers 1/6. We're going to show you real quickly. So first here with the Avengers 2, and I'm still able to keep Splinter here. I can't move him if I want, but basically you got Vision and then Black Widow and Hawkeye. There, I could do something above if I want right here. And then you got Splinter. I removed the Zelda sword and shield. For now, I just put the Avengers poster. I just wanted a poster same size as this to put there, and since you got Avengers there, I'm like, whatever. I do love that poster. I could switch it out to MK. You know, that would work. Or just whatever. Honestly, doesn't matter. Now, I ordered a Transformers Age of Extinction poster. I ordered, it said in the description 18 by 24, which is the same size as the Snake Eyes, but they sent me a 24 by 36, and so, I mean, it's bigger, so I can obviously see it a little bit better. It takes up a lot of the wall space, but now it doesn't match the Snake Eyes poster. So I'm like, okay, well, I can either return the poster, pay probably return shipping, which is annoying, or keep it and just keep this as is. I could also technically buy another Snake Eyes poster, but then I'd have to buy a new frame, and that's just too much. So I'm just like, screw it. I'll probably just keep this as is. It's really hard to find an 18 by 24 of this exact poster. I want to print one, but my print shop doesn't have the paper, and it's been months. It's annoying. So I'm just like, whatever. I think I'll just keep this as is. So let's show you what's going on over here real quickly. Like I said, I wanted to try Deadpool and Wolverine. Basically, I did one of my normal wall shelves, covered it in black fabric, put the air purifier behind Flash, and you can still see the little Alexa thing, the screen, if I ever want to use it. And then you got these two, so I can obviously see...
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, shut up. You can see Wolverine and Deadpool better. They're part of the Marvel setup. Kind of just behind the villains. Was able to fit basically everything and show it to you from this side. You know, so... yeah, more or less that works. Doesn't really hindrance this. You can see a little bit of Deadpool, but not a big deal. But yeah, this is pretty much the only way to get Deadpool and Wolverine in here is like kind of like that. Because there is that technical available space. So I think this works. It's not in the walkway, and I have good visibility, especially on Deadpool. Much better right here than where I had it previously. Kind of just like, you know, transitions like this. So I think it works. Look at Gizmo. Baby Gizmo, say hi. Cutest dog in the world. All right, let's check out the Zelda display. So, I'll probably change the Avengers poster on this side to I have a Zelda Breath of the Wild large poster. You know, like I think it's the same size as like the Avengers. So I may do a Zelda Breath of the Wild poster. I just need to find where the poster's at. I'll keep the Avengers poster there on the bathroom door. This one right here, I love that poster. That is like my favorite Avengers poster. Plus it still opens up into the Iron Man bathroom. We wall mounted the shield here, and let me zoom out. I did a poster here because this is wider than the previous display, and then I did Majora's Mask right underneath. Previously I did just like this in between the sword and shield. I didn't like that, but it does look better here doing this poster. This is a poster I bought from... we call it FanX, but it's basically Comic-Con for Utah. Got to fix that nail hole. And then obviously we got the sword here. So here is the link. I wanted to do him first. Ganondorf will go right there. Ganondorf is... he'll stick out like 1 centimeter on the base. And width, he'll fill up that perfectly nicely. And then we'll do Princess Zelda right there. Underneath, I did the Triforce there, and then did the Breath of the Wild Majora's Mask figure. And then in this display, we did Thor with Loki, and then Iron Man, Captain with the hot toy, and Hulk. Now, Hulk can't hold that Chitauri, so I actually had him hold Loki's mask and just put the Chitauri on the ground. When he holds the Chitauri, makes him too deep, and then he would stick out of the shelf, and I cannot do that. So, yeah, and I used to have like Blu-rays right there. I removed those. You know, it's in camera, it always like focuses, you know, a lot more forward as if my face is right in it. But, you know, I can see these pretty good. You know, it's like, maybe that's my angle like that. You know, my hand is, you know, about 10, 12 inches in front of my face. So, but yeah, I got great angles on this link. Look at that. I think that looks really good. Just get Ganondorf. So, I mean, kind of the plan really is to have this, you know, this link and that link. You know, I don't know if we'll keep this one link to rule them all. I may swap it out for the link from Wake Studios and do the Wake Studios link, Wake Studios Princess Zelda, and then just linking Ganon from Ocarina. So I get, you know, best of both games. So I may consider that. But we'll see. I mean, those statues won't ship for a while. Dream Studios, I mean, I would love to get the Princess Zelda to match the line. And I may just do a, you know, just keep that link there and just do, you know, Link, Ganondorf, Princess Zelda from Ocarina of Time, and then that link, which is the Twilight Princess costume. I do really like Twilight Princess because it's a, you know, in terms of just like look of the costume, I think it's my favorite one. You know, I like it more than Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time obviously was, you know, many years earlier, not as, you know, much simpler. So that is my favorite costume. However, in terms of just like better game, I mean, Ocarina is just a classic. You know, it's like the OG. It's kind of hard to beat that. I do love Twilight Princess. I love a lot of things about it. I think the ending, though, is a little... It's not as dramatic as I wanted it to be. Maybe it was the music or the cutscenes. And, you know, I know back then when it first released, it was epic. But nowadays, when you see super dramatic games and then you go back and you play these older games and they're not as dramatic, it's kind of like you don't feel satisfied. Nevertheless, we're going to keep this as my Zelda display. I need a dedicated Zelda display. We're definitely going to change that out for a large Zelda poster, the Breath of the Wild, because I do love Breath of the Wild. I absolutely love it. And so, yeah, we're going to stick to only 2 links, though. 2 links, 1 Ganon, 1 Princess Zelda. And basically that's it, folks. So this is how I'm going to do Zelda. It's the best option. Gives me better angles. I love my Marvel Avengers 1/6. I've tried to sell it in the past, but nobody will buy it. And they're my only 1/6 scale statues. But they do fit in these glass shelves. Anytime I want to look at them, you know, ideally I'll just get down on the ground. You know, that's the best angle, but I have okay angles seeing them. I mean, the hardest is probably going to be Iron Man and Cap. Those are the 2 hardest, and then probably Widow and Hawkeye. The middle shelf is always the more difficult one, but this is wider than the bathroom. The bathroom is tighter, so a little bit better visibility. But we wanted to do all of Avengers 1 together, which means I need 4 shelves, and then Avengers 2 over here together. So yeah, basically that is what I wanted to show you guys. The big update for the display. Finally, we got, you know, something for Zelda, because it's been definitely on my mind. And I really did want to get the Sword and Shield in the display, and I do like how I did this. I don't know if I'll keep that poster. I may swap it out for Ocarina of Time. I like that poster. It is cartoony. It's not like accurate to the game at all, like that Link and Ganon's a little accurate, so is Minda and Wolf Link, but Princess Zelda and Link are way off. So I may swap that out. I'm probably going to look for an Ocarina of Time poster that would fit better. But my only worries with Wake Studios, Link and Princess Zelda, is if it doesn't scale good with Dream. You know, like let's say I got it in and the Link, the head is way smaller, it's a smaller body, and it just doesn't scale good. That would really bug me. So I probably at that point would just immediately sell it. I really like the concept of their Link and Princess Zelda. They match. I love them. I think they're so good. So I'm hoping they scale with Dream. Or at a minimum like that one. That one is slightly smaller than Dream, but not enough that it bugs me. Now, like, that's still a really good size Link. This one, I mean, from the, obviously get to see the back part, but he's going to be best visible, like when I'm in the bathroom. If I'm pissing or whatever, come in here and I can get a really good angle at that Link. It looks awesome having the, shield right above him. There is Hulk. So yeah, this definitely works. I like this. I'm going to keep the Avengers poster, just doing remove that and do Breath of the Wild and probably change that poster out. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think of this Zelda display. I'm sure some of you are going to be like, oh, that sucks. But we got to do what we can with the space I have, folks. I like this. I got good angles. I did have to sacrifice my Avengers 1/6, but of all the statues in my collection, those are like some of the oldest. They're the smallest scale, so, it's fine. If we're going to make a sacrifice, I think that's the best thing to do. So now that we've solved Zelda, the only thing we got to solve eventually will be the future video game statues from the next Prime 1 Next Level Showcase, which is next week. That is absolutely so crucial to my collection in every possible conceivable way. Now, if pretty much everything is 1/3 scale, I'm good. I'm probably not going to get anything. I'd only get Tifa Lockhart. I love Tifa so much. Tifa I would get, but if they do pretty much everything 3rd scale, like, I'm very determined I'm probably not going to get that Kratos 1/3. I already have an idea of what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of the Geralt 1/3 they did, just a Kratos version. I'd love to get the Kratos 1/4 scale. Resident Evil 4, got to get the Ada Wong, but that's not a space issue if we just put her right there on that white shelf. As long as she's not like a ridiculously big base, then she'll fit perfectly fine right there. If she's like this big, yeah, no way. But if she's just like a Jin Sakai or Ellie, something like that, we can easily fit her. Even like a Witcher base, Aloy base would fit. Something of that, I can easily fit Ada Wong. I know I want to get Wukong, Bust, and Eve from Stellar Blade. That will eventually have to replace Alita. And I may throw Alita just mid-room in the shelf in the other room, or just sell the Bust, keep the 1/4 scale, throw it in the other room. That is years away, so it's not something I'm like thinking about right now. Same with any of the 1/4 scale video games. Like, none of them are going to ship anytime soon. It's years away. Future Flankster problems. Current Flankster had to solve for Zelda because Z Warriors could potentially ship in the next few months. And so I, needed to make sure we have Z Warrior space. And then that makes me done with DBZ. Ganondorf will be here in a matter of weeks. So we got a dedicated spot for him. So he can, remain in the collection, because I was a little hesitant if I could keep him. But now that we got the space, I know he fits. I've measured it. He's going to look really good right there. We're 100% going to keep him, because I do really like that statue. So it always feels good to solve a space issue. The space is every collector's number one enemy. It really is. Because you always want to buy more, but you don't want to sell what you currently own because you bought it because you love it. So, yeah. I think we're in a good spot right now with the collection. We're in a real good spot. We're just going to obviously fix this poster, and we'll be good to go. But Ganondorf should actually be the next statue arriving. He will be here in less than a week, most likely. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.